So how do we accelerate the growth of diatoms? We have a product called New Algae Lakes and Ponds. This product was actually developed after many years of deep understanding and trials, and it's actually been field tested for its effectiveness. It comes in 1 liter bottles, and it consists of about 30 grams of nutrients. These nutrients, there are about 13 minerals that are included as part of this mix. And this package of nutrients, which are all encapsulated with silica, are essential for the growth of diatoms. The package itself has no biological materials, no steroids, no hormones or heavy metals. And it has been certified by the Indian Institute of Toxicology Research in Lucknow as being non-toxic to fish. So it's a completely safe product, and it has been field tested in India as well as many, many countries across the world for its effectiveness for the growth of diatoms in open water bodies. So what happens? How does it work? The new algae nutrients exclusively and dramatically accelerate the growth of diatoms. So as the diatoms grow, they absorb excess nitrates, phosphates, silica, and other heavy metals. The photosynthesis process that happens in the water body increases dissolved oxygen levels quite dramatically throughout the water column. And the oxygen is then used by bacteria for the breakdown of suspended organic matter and sludge. The diatoms themselves, again, like I mentioned earlier, form a part of the fish biomass and increase yields, right? So we have farmers, aquaculture farmers and fishermen who routinely buy this product for the purposes of maintaining and increasing their yields. So this is just to capture what I just mentioned. The diatoms become a part of the food chain as they become consumed by zooplankton and so forth. In terms of implementation, how do we implement this? We have a very simple process. The first step is to physically remove plastics and other water plants and weeds from the water body to the extent possible. And then we can deploy some sensors to measure the water quality parameters. It can be done online or offline through water sampling. And then as far as the implementation, it's very simple. All one has to do is to take the bottle of new algae, dilute it into a drum, and then spray that into the water body, right? So you can do the spraying by just simply walking around the water body and simply spraying from the sides along the perimeter. Or if you have the capacity, you can go into a boat and then spray it uniformly across the water body. If that's possible, then you can do that as well. So in terms of the protocol for different water bodies, we have different amounts of our product that is recommended, and the dosing frequency is also different, right? So we have lakes, we have drains, STPs, and aquaculture ponds. So we recommend that different quantities are used for the purpose of effective remediation of that water body. Right? The actual dosage and the frequency, again, are very much dependent on the water body itself. And we need to understand the amount of the BOD, COD, and the sludge that's been accumulated in that water body to recommend a particular dosage for the body that is being treated. So now I just want to give you a small a snapshot of some of the case studies that we have done. We have tested this in lakes, drains, and STPs. I just wanted to show you the tests that we did that is close to many of you in Kuvam, the Kuvam River in Chennai. What we did is we took our product, we diluted it into a drum on the sides of the Kuvam River, and we poured it on. After we poured it on, this is what we see. So just wanted to show you. You can see here that you have bubbles of oxygen rising to the surface as a result of photosynthesis. The bubbles of oxygen have triggered the breakdown of sludge at the bottom of the Kuvam. with the help of aerobic bacteria. And that sludge is now coming up to the surface. So you can see this happening in real time. It's quite, a very, 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 very powerful phenomenon, because this is not a process that happens, someday in the future after turning on the treatment. It is something that happens in front of you, and it can be captured on a video. So just to give you a sense for what is happening, right? So the aerobic bacteria are basically breaking down the big slabs of sludge that are there at the bottom of the pond. And then those smaller chunks of sludge are coming up to the surface, where they get further broken down and completely disappear. As a result of this testing that we did in the Kuvang, we actually saw the levels of the water go down during our treatment. And that is quite very, very exciting to see. These are some tests that we did in Florida in 2019 as well. Over a period of 6 weeks, we took a small river flowing through the island of Longboat Key in Florida and dramatically improved the water quality. So this is just some before and after pictures.